back to For Real. Thank you for supporting us by watching our videos. All of the revenue from this channel goes to charities here in Cambodia. In the description of this and every video you can see how much we've given and who we've given it to. Don't forget you can join us over on Instagram as well if you'd like. Today's accompanying ride will see us continue our journey towards the Silk Island ferry, and we might even make it to the other side today. So it's time to get started with this week's news. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of December 2021. The government has set today as the day of mourning for the late Prince Norodom Ranariddh, who passed away on the 28th of November at the age of 77. Institutions such as schools, hospitals, military bases and pagodas, as well as the general public, are instructed to fly the national flag at half-mast today. In addition, owners of karaoke clubs, entertainment clubs, bars and beer gardens across the country have been asked to suspend business for one day to join the national mourning on the death of the Prince. The ministry also advised other business owners such as restaurants and tourist canteens to suspend alcohol sales for the day. All radio and TV channels, state and private, must postpone the airing or broadcasting of entertainment programs of a cheerful nature. Prince Norodom Ranariddh was the son of the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk and half-brother of King Sihamoni. Last week we reported on the travel ban of passengers from 10 African countries in response to the discovery of the Omicron variant. This week we are pleased to report that the travel ban has been lifted. Fully vaccinated passengers from those 10 countries must present a COVID-19 free certificate 72 hours prior to arrival in Cambodia. They must also book a hotel for 7 days of quarantine or pay a deposit of $1,000 to guarantee all expenses during the 7-day quarantine period at the place designated by the Health Ministry or local authorities. Just to stress, though, that this is only for travellers from those 10 previously banned countries or those who have been to those countries prior to travelling to Cambodia. Here's a few rapid-fire updates. Land borders are still closed. Visas on arrival are still not available. The very small window within which tourist visas could be converted to EB or ER extensions has now closed. On to the vaccine situation in Cambodia. A total of 14,168,343 Cambodians have received their first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. The total population of Cambodia's estimated 16 million population who have received their first dose stands at 88.55%. That's some 2.5% short of the targeted 91% of the total population to be vaccinated. This slowing of vaccination uptake is similar to what we're seeing in other countries with high vaccination rates. Getting from the mid-80s to 90% vaccinated is tricky for a range of reasons, including geographical isolation, the inability to take time away from money-earning activities to get vaccinated, disability and illness, to name a few. Cambodia has arranged for the purchase of 4 million US-made Molnupiravir pills, enough to treat 100,000 COVID-19 patients. The medicine will be distributed to state hospitals, pharmacies and private clinics. Clinical trials in the US have strongly indicated that Molnupiravir is safe and highly effective for treating COVID-19 by reducing hospitalizations and serious illness by 30 to 50% if taken at the early onset of symptoms. Moving on to something that you might not be aware of, did you know that businesses in Cambodia are subject to a foreign employee quota? Businesses in Cambodia employing or intending to employ foreign employees must apply for a foreign employee quota to the Ministry of Labour and Vocational Training. A maximum of 10% of an employer's total workforce are allowed to be foreign employees. This comprises office employees 3%, skilled labour 6%, and unskilled labour 1%. Once a company has received its quota, it can then apply for work permits through the Foreign Workforce Centralised Management System. Why is this news? Well, Cambodia has extended the deadline for the foreign employee quota applications to the 31st of January 2022, which is 2 months after the original deadline. Remember Mr. Idol, that unfortunate driver whose luxury car met with a road divider in Phnom Penh? Well, we know Mr. Idol because of the personalised number plates on his car. Personalised plates have been available in Cambodia for 2 years now, and they are turning out to be quite a good little earner. Over the course of the first 11 months of this year, the Ministry of Public Works and Transport netted $15.23 million from selling personalised number plates and special number plates for vehicles. If you thought Mr. Idol's car was in a bad way after it met the divider, you haven't seen anything. A luxury car belonging to a foreign national, and remember, dear viewers, that's code for Chinese, burst into flames, surprising residents in the area. It was 9:20 on a sunny Sihanoukville morning when the incident occurred. The car was a Toyota Alphard, and if you don't know what these look like, it's worth a Google, as they are quite possibly the ugliest vehicle ever to take to the streets. Truly an abomination. Local authorities at the scene reported that before the incident, they saw the car being driven by a foreign national, stopping at the traffic light in front of a hotel near Prince Mall. After a while, smoke was seen coming out of the hood of the vehicle. This caused the driver to panic and get out of the car. After he left the car, flames burst forth. Tricycle and motorcycle drivers in the area tried to assist in extinguishing the flames, but they could not put out the fire as it grew stronger. After a while, the fire brigade arrived to put out the fire, but they also failed to put it out, and the car was totally destroyed. From luxury cars to luxury trees. In efforts to have 1 million luxury trees in Palin province, monks and Buddhists yesterday planted another 2,000 luxury trees. Palin Provincial Chief Monk Sapan said, "I have officially asked for 10 hectares from the Palin Provincial Administration, but my suggestion has not yet been approved. Now we are planting luxury trees in places where they were destroyed by forest fires. We started our project in July last year, and so far 3,000 luxury trees have been planted. Our ambition is to plant 1 million luxury trees because these have been decreasing in the forest." Over in Mundulkiri, a working group from the Forestry Administration under the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries has collected 100 orchid samples and classified them into 5 different categories. The Forestry Administration said the collection and sampling was part of an orchid preservation program. Cambodia is rich with orchids, possessing about 500 different species of them that have been discovered so far, though some of these are thought to be extinct already. Of the orchid species present in Cambodia, only 360 of them have been scientifically classified and categorised. There have been reports of monkey business in Phnom Penh. Authorities are trying to collect monkeys living along Street 47 in Phnom Penh District's Wat Phnom commune to transfer them to Phnom Tamau Wildlife Rescue Centre due to their naughty activities that are disturbing residents. Authorities are working on capturing the monkeys by shooting them with tranquilizers. A representative said, "We don't kill them, but it is the only way to catch them. So far, we cannot catch the monkeys because they know our mission and they escape when authorities arrive at their location." The monkeys have been busy stealing fruit from the spirit houses that are out the front of most of the residences along the street. San Simon, who's a resident of the area, said her 5-year-old daughter feels afraid of male monkeys because they always try to woo her daughter by making funny faces or walking around the girls who play in front of her house. Sarpon, a 50-year-old woman who sells snooker equipment along Street 47, said her mobile phone was stolen 2 times by monkeys coming through her window while the phone was charging. She said, "They are naughty monkeys who always steal mobile phones or wallets from people's houses for fun, then throw them away anywhere else so we cannot find our phones or wallets." Let's move away from badly behaved monkeys and end today's news with a positive story. Prime Minister Hun Sen today sent a message to Friends of Mine Action to appeal to donors, development partners and other organisations, as well as the private sector, to continue providing support to and cooperation and partnership with the Cambodian Mine Action and Victim Assistance Authority. He said that with support, the government's aim for the nation's land to be cleared and to make it a mine-free Cambodia by 2025 will be accomplished in accordance with the National Mine Action Strategy. "Together we began, together we will finish the job, towards a mine-free Cambodia 2025, he said. And that's it. You're up to date with everything that's been going on in Cambodia in the last week. I hope you've enjoyed this update, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. If you check out the description of this video, you will find links to other people making content in Cambodia and links to other YouTube channels that we follow that we think are really great. In the pinned comment on this video, you will find a list of all of the stories that we've talked about today on the news in case you want to check out any of those in a little bit more detail. That's it for now. We'll see you in our next video.